Morning.
All right, can you hear me now?
Yes, I can hear you, but I can't see your screen.
Wow. Good morning, guys. I was having some technical
Morning.
difficulties here.
Morning.
Yeah. Good morning. Okay. Let's get this screen sharing.
Yeah, we didn't grab yesterday's low.
I've been like scrambling to try to get ready and get that looked at. Yeah, that's looking good right there, huh? Yesterday's low.
Yeah. Came back in.
All right. It looks like it's flushing out
I
right now.
mean, she did flush him out.
POC shifted down pretty quick.
She caught them boys.
So check this out. I've got the same deal as yesterday. We've got a couple zones here that we've been bouncing around out of. So we have this one here that well, we have all of these. So I'm thinking this will act as support, which we've already dipped down into today. Just like literally just now. So we just went below this low here. All of our volume levels are way up. Check this out. So if you look at all of our volume levels, let me get rid of Titan for a minute. These are from CME. They're all way up here. So the next level is at 700 or at 400. So if we use volume levels today, I mean, it would be kind of crazy to go all the way down to 400. Not impossible, but I was kind of thinking more around us moving up. So there's been some days where I say, oh, there's no way we'd ever end up at that level. And we end up at that level. So kind of leaning that way.
She's looking at what maybe we may be going a little lower.
Yeah, we could. I mean, it looks like it's kind of flushing out right now. Delta's curved over. Sweep the lows. I actually already traded earlier, but I got stopped at break even on this one. This was right about time would that have been? This was, I think, right here, right in here. So I was no. It was actually even further. So I've been looking to buy this all morning. So I bought somewhere up in here, maybe it was even here. Bought, and it was looking real good. I was like, man, this is such a great position because we're going into the open, and and I'm already in a position. So I was like, yeah,
Wait,
this
I
is
ain't that late. Shoot, I got some of that, boss.
nice.
Yeah,
What'd you do? You buy?
I bought. Shoot,
Good.
right at the bottom. Let's see what my entry was. I'm already in it now. Let's see. I got in at what's the bottom of this candle? Move things. Anyway, good morning, everybody.
Morning.
What's up, dude? Good morning.
In at
Good morning.
25,580.
Good morning, everybody.
Great morning.
Yep, already. I'm already happy. That's one trade in. Two more to go. Let's go, y'all. Let's go.
Yes, sir.
Let's
Yep.
get it, man. We're gonna be plenty of opportunities today.
Yes, there are. There's plenty of opportunities every day.
Every day, man.
Every day.
I love it.
Yeah, same
You know
here.
what? We got a buy setting up if we
Another one.
close bullish, but she may pull back.
Yeah, let's see. What do we got? 40 seconds left. I think the buy looks good. Down at
That's good.
lows. We're down at lows. We got VWAP, all that stuff up here, way up above. There it goes. It just triggered right there. One contract, $300 risk. There's partial TP. Boom, you could be out already.
Nice start to the day.
You can't mess with that. And we're gonna go for the full TP1. There it is.
Be cranking.
I'll take my money in 20s. Let's see. We're gonna go for the TP2.
She ain't playing, man.
What's TP2? 639.
Oh, we got here.
639. That puts you right at VWAP. Yeah, she's going for that TP2, I bet. If we can bust through this little volume zone here, I guess TP's right on the other side of that. Got weekly VWAP at 679, 680.
Oh.
Got daily VWAP 640, 642.
Two
Don't we
trades,
got
boss.
news?
2 trades.
There it is.
Don't we got news? Don't we got news coming up in a little bit?
Don't say that.
Only
There's
if I,
Donald Trump.
only if I allow it.
Only if he allows it. Let's see.
This is a nice little spot right here.
That was a perfect trade right there.
We got news already. We have news at 8 or 10 or whatever your time is. We got news in 20 minutes. Jolt's jobs openings.
That's nothing.
I know that ADP at 615 affected it because it shot down.
Yeah.
But I wasn't trading. I just saw it. I was actually doing my I got up, I got my son ready, and then I threw on the ICANN system. I listened to video number 2. It was like perfect timing. Right when it told me to wake up, my son was looking at me like, "Dad, wake up." I'm like, "I'm not awake, son."
That's
And
funny.
I'm feeling good. You want to listen to this in the car? He was like, "No, I want to listen to music."
That's funny.
Yeah. I'm enjoying those videos, man. Stuff you sent us, man. I really am.
Yeah, man. Just stay on it and keep watching them. You'll see. I mean, I've got another one too that if you want, this is just something I found on YouTube, but I've also listened to this one for years. Let me just a second here.
So I listened to a little short one yesterday, like 11 minutes, bro. Tell me why my daughter apparently came to drop my grandson off and caught me in it, taking pictures of me. I was like, I wasn't asleep.
I wasn't asleep, I swear.
I was meditating. It was only 11 minutes, like, but when you look at the picture, like you said, like, you look done, like completely unconscious.
Yeah.
But you're all, I don't snore, bruh. You might snore in there. Then we talk about some exhale with a sigh. I'm all.
You ever snore yourself awake?
Bruh, what was that?
Yeah.
Who was that? Who else is in here?
I'll show you. Yeah, I'll show you guys something. This is another really good book if you guys
I love books.
Want to read it. So, but this comes directly from the book. So what I would recommend is first read the book. I love this audio right here. It's this right here. So this is from Tim Tialdo. He did not write the book, and he didn't even mention, but this is the actual book. It's called it's from Shad Helmstetter, What to Say When You Talk to Yourself. Highly recommend the book.
Hey, I heard of that one.
Yeah, so let me pull that up as well. This right
Is it
here,
gonna be
you can actually find this online pretty easily, like downloadable PDFs. You could do it right now and start reading it. It's not a very long book, but it's really good. And once you read that book, it's all about self-talk. The entire book is about self-talk. This is where I learned a lot of self-talk knowledge right here. And so once you read the book, you're going to be like, wow, that self-talk, I need to create almost like a PDF, you know, that frames all of this. And then boom, I found this video right here, and hopefully you guys can hear it, but I'll let you hear. So it's got a little music, you know. Can you hear that?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
I know that greatness begins in the minds of the great, and I know what I believe about myself is what I will become, so I believe in the best for myself. I'm practical and realistic, and I keep my feet on solid ground, but I also give myself the freedom to live up to my fullest expectations. I never limit myself.
So I've basically memorized that that entire 15-minute audio. I've listened to it so many times. And you want to replace some of your day-to-day self-talk, that's a great video. I even put it in like a loop thing on YouTube, and we'll just like run it at night, like in the background. So
That's
there
cool.
you go. Yeah.
Where'd you drop that at?
Drop
Drop it in the chat.
I'll drop it in there in just a second.
Yeah, I just
Yeah, I'm
got it
not
on
trading.
audiobook just now.
This is a nice resource.
Yeah, I'll put it in resources. All right, guys. It's I like it because it's like it's got that nice little kind of catchy little tune to
Forward
it.
and never look back.
Like this.
I have the ability to focus on one thing at a time, so I concentrate my attention on the job.
So it's got a nice little tune to it.
To erase and replace your past mental programs with healthy new ones.
All right, there's the video, and then where was that other thing here? Let's see.
Introduction to the new revised edition.
All right, let's see.
I see your lineup there, Kenneth. I see your lineup there on YouTube. All the stuff that is suggested for you to watch.
What do you see on there?
Look on the side there. All
Oh.
those videos.
Oh yeah, this is. I don't watch TV. This is all I watch. This is literally that's all I do.
Do you have a subscription to YouTube?
Nope.
Yeah, that's the only subscription.
The only thing I hate is when it turns off on my screen, it turns off the volume.
Dude,
the only reason
like,
I would get
or like a meditation with like ads every 20 minutes.
ads
like
all of a sudden. Yeah.
Yeah.
All the way in, then you want some Pepsi?
Yeah. All right, let's get back to the trading. Whoa, a lot of orders just came in right at VWAP 641, price 641. I do believe that we're going to continue moving up today, just because of the location of the chart, and then the fact that we got all the volume levels up there. Had a real nice little sweep flush. I already took a trade off of the low and made some money on that. Let me see here. What is this going on here? Matt, how are you doing?
I'm working on setting up my chart. Like I had to clear my cookies, and then when I logged back last night, when I logged in, like everything was not set up the way I had it. Like it was all like I'm just trying to set everything up again.
Oh, what was it on TradingView or TradeOvate?
On TradeOvate, like everything was like my whole setup was gone. I have to like find everything and drag it the way I want, and I like trade buttons were missing and all my indicators missing, everything.
Wait, on TradeOvate you said?
Yeah. I think there's a way to save that.
Yeah.
I even saved it as a template list, but the template list was gone.
Yeah, so I was about to say the same thing has happened to me before as well. So I don't know if there's a way to export. I feel like
I
there's a
think
way
there
to.
is.
Mhm.
There is somewhere. When I was messing around, it said import, but I can't even find where that is. The last thing I'm trying to add here. What was the for the indicator for what's the one? The one at the bottom. So we have
CVD?
the
Not CVD.
CVD. Yeah,
Oh, okay.
that's indicators.
It's under, should be under, I think, volume. Let me see, volume based, and then it's up at the top. It's a third down called cumulative delta.
Indicators free, okay, volume based. Yeah, cumulative delta. Okay, great. That's there. Okay, I'm going to save that as a template. And then I know there's a way to export that. Yeah, I couldn't
I'm
catch any
looking.
of
There it
the
is.
action. Where?
If you click the plus button, you'll see
Yeah.
the templates, and then if you hover over your template name, there's a little download button.
Got it. See, thanks a lot. Yeah.
Yeah.
I missed all the action, but it's
Uh,
okay. That's okay.
yeah. Yeah. It just basically opened up and ran straight up. And now we've slowed down. So I think just give me a second. What is it? It's 7:40. Yeah, give me a second. I'll take you. I'm gonna take my son to school here in a second. I want to get it done before 10. Not too bad so far for the day. I was doing a little bit of trading before the market open, but I'm at 430 right now. That, and a majority of that came from, I bought down here and traded. I got in at this is actually a pretty good one. I got in at 583, which was in here, and then I got out at 643, which was clear all the way up here. So got it from here right after open straight up to there. All right, I'll get rid of this for now. Okay. All right, guys, I'm going to run over to the school real quick. I will be right back in just a few minutes. I'm just going to leave my chart up. We've got a pending buy setting up right here right now as well. All right, I'm back, guys. Yeah, I'm back. Pretty boring open, huh? No signals.
Super lame open.
Yeah, just consolidation. We'll wait. We'll get some here pretty soon. Just waiting for him to build up that position.
Waiting for that to take off like a rocket.
Mm-hmm.
I'd be looking at that 950 time signal. There's a 5-minute time signal there that's 400 points for sell.
Let's see. You said the 951.
Yeah, the 950.
It's
It's
too
a
long.
5-minute time signal.
Oh, on the 5-minute. Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, 3 minutes. We're at 10. Okay, well, that's exciting. I forgot about that. All right, so we bounced into here and we came back into here. We just need to blast through there and get back up to here. That's what I'd like to see. Let's make that happen. That's crazy. No Titan besides that first one there. I mean, even on the 1 minute, only one Titan. Pretty crazy. Cedric?
You think?
Did Cedric leave?
I think he's still here. He
No.
didn't say he was leaving.
There's a lot of volume building up right here, just to let you guys know.
You think this 10 p.m. candle can release some of that volume?
I'd like to see
Release
that
some
happen.
tension?
Yeah, I'd like what I'd like to see would be 10 o'clock open, bam, bam. Just like that.
So
Like
down first and then up.
yeah, I'd like to see a nice little sweep. Nice little
Makes
sweep.
sense, yeah.
You know, nice little sweep. Let's get them out of there and then take off. It's got to be ready for it. And I'm ready. Ready I am. So let's see. We've got 30 seconds. Got divergence in delta. It's aggressive selling, but price is definitely failing to push lower. If it just takes off without doing any sweep, I might get left behind, but if it goes down first, there's a good chance I'll end up snagging something out of here. What you gonna do?
Look at that wick real quick.
Yeah, that was a pretty quick wick. We're right at the POC here.
You think that could have been its tiny sweep?
I don't know, but it's too big. Even if you tried to buy this, it's a $400 trade. If you tried to put your stop below the low, you'd have to basically have to like put your stop in the middle of the candle.
It's sketchy.
See if we can't go up there and push those highs though. We're right at VWAP. And we're at the midpoint of the day. So we're right below the midpoint. If you measure from the high to the low, we're at 50%. It's always an interesting area to trade. I don't know why it just seems to do stuff there. So see, 10 o'clock didn't do too much.
Yeah, every time we talk about time zones, I think every time I get a little bit thrown off, I'm always looking at these exchange time. So like the 9:50 is going to be in another 50 minutes, and then the I think the 10 o'clock comes after that. But that's what I'm looking at. We still got 50 minutes for the big sell off that I'm seeing here. Yeah.
Yeah, I know what you mean. It can get a little confusing trying to figure out the differences between those two. But for the time signals, I just had decided, I was like, you know what? I'm just going to make it exchange time. That way it doesn't get confusing. You know what I mean? Like get confusing for everyone that's trying to use it. And like, you're
Right.
like 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock, and everyone's like, which time zone, which time zone? So I just coded it to be the same across all of them.
Right. Yeah, totally. Just took that Titan too. That was good.
I did too, and I've got a massive profit out of that. I wasn't able to talk about it in time because I was getting the position in, but that was freaking awesome.
Yeah,
And
that was tight.
it went right above the high. I got the entire move all the way up to 666. So I didn't get out of this
Same.
until right
Same.
here.
Yeah, that's exactly right.
I actually couldn't get out. I was pushing the button and it wasn't working.
Oh.
Good problem to have, huh?
Yeah, in this
Nice.
case, it definitely. Yeah, definitely good.
I was trying to push the button to get out too.
Hopefully it was working in your favor as well.
I was at like 200, but I got out at like 180 or something like that.
I just made a grip on that trade. Let me show. I'm gonna share my results.
It went up quick.
I was not. I wasn't expecting to catch it that big. So if y'all remember my last screenshot I just showed you, it was $400. So I just made $1,200 on this trade right here. So I'm up 1,600 for the day, and that's on all of my accounts.
Yeah, that was a solid profit.
So now I will continue to trade, but I'm going to be small size. Well, it depends on what I end up finding, but that's great.
Okay. Good morning.
Good morning. Great morning.
Okay, so on my small account, I'm up $30, and with the other account with the eval, I'm up $100. I'm not doing no more. I got to stick to my plan because I listen to myself. I'm calling every day and say I'm sticking to my plan. I'm screwing up, but no, I'm gonna stick. So I don't made my little $100. I thank God for it, and no more trading today.
Hey, Antoinette, that's a great job, and I commend you for your discipline. And just keep in mind that $100 that could be $2,000 for the day on all 20 of your accounts. You literally keep doing exactly what you're doing right now,
Yeah.
and that same $100, but a little bit of time for you to get all your 20 accounts, but absolutely nothing stopping. If you can do it on one account, you could do it on 20. So you are doing it. You're successful. So that's perfect. You celebrate your win and just just enjoy being profitable today and hold on to that.
Yes, I got to stick to it.
Very
I'm
happy
off for,
for
I
you.
told you, as the 18th. So the 18th, I won't be on the call. Hopefully, I won't be in too much pain on the 19th. But I'm off about 2 weeks, so I'll be able to um, listen more and won't have that many disturbance.
Yeah.
About 2 weeks.
Sweet. So you're gonna, are you saying you're gonna be off, or you're gonna be out
Yeah,
somewhere?
remember I'm having knee surgery on the
Mm,
18th, so
mm.
I won't be on the 18th. So that's a Thursday. So I don't know what Friday it's gonna look like. So
I don't know what we're gonna do without you.
right,
We're gonna, yeah,
where's the
you
hype
know
man?
what?
He don't. He,
We're just gonna have to call in. Well, let's all just call in for the day.
right, right. Okay.
Yeah. Let's see. Let's see.
Hey Ken, you seen any orders pop up kind of pending on the flow?
On the what?
On the order flow. You see anything
Oh, like
kind of
right this
popping?
second. Let me take a look here. I
Yeah.
was doing something else. Um, I mean, besides this, this was a big giant perfect flush right here. I mean, it went from
Yeah.
straight buyers to sellers. I mean, that was almost some guaranteed profit in itself.
Yeah.
I would have entered at, I would have front run the trade. The only way you could have done it is front run the trade entering at 658, and it would have been
Yeah.
about a $250 risk, but you'd have gotten in right about here, as price pushed past the volume area. And
Hmm.
so I could have seen that. I would have been looking for it because we were at that midpoint. Plus, we just broke above POC, VWAP, and everything else. We're hovering right below the weekly VWAP too. So, and then on top of that, there was 229 market orders that came in near the top
Yeah.
of that candle.
Hmm.
So, and price failed to continue pushing after that. So most likely those
Right.
were a majority of those were stop orders because it was
Yeah.
right above the high,
That's
right
what I was
above the high,
thinking.
like
Okay.
this. Look, let me just show
Yeah.
you here in just a second.
It was just such a dramatic move that
Look,
it kind of made me think. Yeah.
so like right as price pushed up above this high here, you can see
Yeah.
that 229 orders in there. And if I zoom in close and look at the footprint here,
Oh yeah.
see, look at all these. There was no,
Yeah.
there isn't a major presence of aggressive selling. There's a little bit up here at the high, but yeah,
Right. It's
I
all
think
fine.
those were stop orders that got triggered here.
Yeah. Stop them out.
Yeah, yeah, and so it's right up above the high. So that was kind of the next best spot here. So yeah, I don't see anything yet. Not yet, but
Okay.
I'm gonna be
Yeah.
watching.
Yeah. Perfect. I just saw that dramatic move, and I thought it's either a stop order situation where there was just a whole bunch of stop orders for that big movement up, and
Yeah.
everyone just stopped up, and then that drop down. There's just not enough buying power after that.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Well, don't we got the news coming up, or did that already come out?
See, that's the next thing I was thinking. People were selling the rumor,
Yeah. So let's see
Yeah.
what this news ended up being. Why can't I refresh this page? So it came in higher. We don't really have much of anything else today. So
It's that rate cut that's coming up. They're
Well, I took
discussing.
2 trades
yeah.
instead of one. I just got back and I sold that red candle down, and then I bought the green candle up.
Oh,
And I
nice.
am done. I'm done.
Very nice.
Yeah, buddy, it was
So what'd you end up making today in total?
860.
860 just on
Four,
those 2 trades?
4 trades.
And that's on your performance account, right?
Account, yes, sir.
Nice.
I'm done for the day.
You
I ended
you're
up, like
gonna
I
be
said,
done for the day.
I aimed for
That's
3, but I only hit 4. I hit 4 because of that back to back just now.
yeah. Well,
But
that's the Christmas money that we were talking about yesterday. You keep it straight between now
working.
and then, dude. You guys are gonna have an awesome Christmas.
I sure hope so. I don't even remember last Christmas.
Well, you're gonna remember this one.
They should. Let's see. What was I about to look at? Oh yeah, posting. My bad. Yeah, I'm done in here, guys. I gotta go get my tire fixed. I got a nail in it.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, man. I let my wife drive the car one time.
Jesus. All
I
right,
sure looked
so
around.
by the you guys, there's huge aggressive selling in this candle right now, but price is not going down. Very crazy. Look at Delta and look at this candle, that last candle.
It's so much absorption, right? Just getting
Yeah.
absorbed.
It's gotta be. I mean, I was looking at it and
Yeah.
I was like, something's messed up. Something's like not doing what it's supposed to do here. And because I was seeing this huge delta, but no price movement whatsoever. So this I would assume it would explode upward, considering the fact that they were just hitting it hard and no expansion whatsoever.
It's
It was
building up and building up.
it was
That's
huge. 632 delta. That was the biggest net difference in delta that we've had this morning. Besides, well, I guess that one big candle that pushed up right here had a lot of buyers in it. But yeah, wow, interesting little pressure build right there. I like seeing those. That's what I like to look for. Um, I've got to get logged in on my other accounts here because I'm done on this set. Try to get logged in and maybe get a little piece of that there. Let's see what this next candle looks like. So we had so crazy, all that volume in that candle, and then it just kind of hung out there afterwards, like didn't take off. How's everyone else doing?
I'm up
Okay.
almost 2,500 collectively, so I'm good.
Nice. Over all of your accounts?
Yeah, 6 accounts.
Nice. Like to hear that.
And on Tradeovate, when you place your trades, because I'm still trying to find, there's a way to display when you have an order, so you can drag and drop the take profit or whatever. I'm trying to find where that setting is. Do you know where that setting is? Like to enable that?
I do. So there's a little square with dotted edges right in the middle of your
Yeah.
draw.
Chart setting?
Yeah, click on that and then look at fills and orders.
Fills and orders. Oh, there we go. Found it.
Show
Yeah,
all.
thanks.
Yeah, just click show
Yeah.
all. Got 15 hours left on this Apex deal. Did any of you guys, I know some of you did, but has anyone else redeemed $6 performance accounts? I know that feels good.
Man, I got all mine on the $6.
And you can't get nothing for $6 nowadays.
5 account, man. I got 5 accounts, man. I ain't never paid that cheap in my life. Yeah.
Dude, imagine
So you get used to paying 140.
Yeah.
It's like my 10th performance account.
Have you seen those memes where it'll be like it's like a kid and a dad. It's kind of animated almost like a cartoon, and it's like, Dad, how did you get so much money? When you were in your 20s or when you were in your 30s, right? And then the dad will have like a little message, like a little blurb coming out. I could imagine it being like the kid's like, Dad, how did you get so much money? And then the little dad message is like, Apex $6 performance accounts back in 2025. $6. I'm at $6 for $50,000.
Humble beginnings, man.
What a
You
time that
can't
we
beat
live
it.
in. Sometimes I can't help but just like
If you think about
look
it, they
around.
really
I mean,
they
people,
trying to give it away, man. They trying
right?
to get the money away.
Yeah.
And it's up to you to beat just trick yourself out the bag.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. Exactly.
Hey, what's the time frame in order to pass those accounts? So, I mean, is it you have to pass in one day or
Unlimited time. You can have
oh, really?
unlimited time, or you can pass it in one day. It's totally up to you.
Oh man, you can't beat that.
I,
I might have to go and cop 2 more of them before I call it a wrap. If they got
I don't know.
unlimited $6, it's still $6.
Well, no. Let me
I don't know
clarify.
if
Let me clarify. I think I misunderstood you. So you all promotions, all deals that Apex has, they are the deals and their conditions are only good during the offer period. So if they say $70 evaluation accounts and $6 performance accounts, that deal is only good while the offer is extended. Once that offer is expired, that deal goes away. But I thought you were asking, how long do you have? So you have to do it before the deal is over. And that's kind of the kicker because Apex likes to launch these deals, these awesome deals on a Tuesday or a Wednesday, and then you only have Thursday, Friday, and then basically Monday and Tuesday to trade it. So they kind of try to make you rush. We kind of joke about it a little bit, that they try to make you rush so you fail it and then they extend it and then you buy another one and you try it all over again. So whatever the deal is that they're doing, you have to participate in that deal before the offer expires.
Okay. You guys
But
know the
your monthly
Okay.
stays the same of what it
Right.
says.
Right.
So that
Right.
monthly deal stays locked in. What might change is like the performance activation fee,
Yeah. Yep.
based on the promo.
Yes.
I think there's some confusion too. Sometimes people see that one day to pass and they think that's all they have. That's just like that's the minimum. Like you can pass it in one day, but you're not limited by that.
Yeah.
You could
You don't
take as long as you
have
need
to.
to pass a.
Right.
You just keep you could take 10 months to pass. You keep paying your monthly, and
YOLO.
so yeah. So oh no, that's what I'm working on right now.
Yep.
I'm trying to get this $6. Is right. That's what I'm trying to do right now.
Yeah.
But if you buy the 5 accounts, for example, you have to pass them by 3 or 4 days from now?
Yeah, well, and like so, for example, if you wanted to try to take advantage of the deal that they're doing right now, which is, 70% off or whatever, and then you can redeem your performance account for $6. You only have 15 hours to do it, so you would actually have to buy an eval right now, and you'd have to YOLO and pass it right now within the next 15 hours. So, yeah. But
Otherwise, you're charged again for it, or
no,
the price
no,
goes away?
the special discount goes away. So your account, everything's going to be fine. It's going to be the same, but you just won't be able to redeem the performance account for $6. So it's still a
Okay.
good deal. I mean, you could still get the 50K account for $70, which is still what 60, 70, 80% off. I don't know what it is, but yeah, so you could still get the deal that they have. It's just you won't be able to redeem the performance account for the cheap.
So what if you pass them 1 day late? How much do you pay for the $6 performance? $40 or?
So normally the performance accounts are either 140 or I see them at 85 and 140. So I don't even know how much they really are
The 80,
because
the 80, I think it's like 105 a month or something like that, and then it's 140 for the lifetime for 10 years.
yeah,
Yeah,
what I
140 for 10 years, and then the 1 cent
what
after
I
that every 10 years.
What I would do, to be honest with you, is I just wouldn't redeem. I wouldn't get a performance count unless it's on a deal. They do deals too often to not. I mean, because that really does add up. I mean, you're talking about 20 accounts, $140 when, sometimes they knock those fees down to $50 and things like that. You could save a lot of money if you. I got all my performance accounts on deals. I didn't pay full price for any of my performance accounts. You just have
Seems
to
crazy
wait.
to expect to pass them in a day or two, you know?
Yeah, it's their, again, we kind of joke about it. I think that they do it intentionally. What they'll do is they'll do an awesome deal and they'll say performance accounts super cheap and they'll launch it Wednesday afternoon, which means that you have Thursday, Friday, because you can't trade on the weekend, and then Monday and Tuesday to pass it. And then what'll happen is Tuesday or Wednesday will come and they'll say, Apex, we're extending the deal, and so, but they don't say that up front, right? They make people rush. They all, the first wave of people come in, purchase the accounts, try to rush through it because really they only have 3 to 4 actual days, and then they blow the account, and then they extend the deal, and then normally when they extend the deal, then they give you enough time after that. So it's almost like trading. You got to be patient. You just have to, almost see the deal that they do and don't take the deal and watch the deal and see if it's a trap, and then, actually take advantage of it if they extend it. It's
Fake
funny.
break.
So I
Fake
did.
break.
Wait it out.
It's a fake break.
I waited out.
It's tough because they're rushing you through it, really.
Yeah, but they're also not holding a gun to
Surprising
your head.
that they're doing that because it's kind of unsafe trading.
Let them do that to you.
Yeah.
I mean, but if you think of it, if you already have an account, you can, and you're already almost close, you can pretty much pay that price. So you ain't gotta, you can pay the price whatever it is for that time. So it ain't like you have to buy the account to hurry up to, to pass it, because you can already have one that you're doing. If you pass it, you can get it for that price.
Yeah. Look, we got a
That's where
Titan.
I'm at with it right now.
Got a Titan trying to set up here right now. I'm kind of seeing a little bit of a pattern. I don't care too much to trade breakout patterns, as you guys know. What I see is rejection here, over and over and over again, as you see.
Yeah.
So
100% rejection.
yeah. So to me, what I'm seeing here is a trap being built. That's the way I look at the market. Other people might see this or a that, something getting ready, a big powerful breakout. I will probably observe this and watch it instead of trading any kind of a breakout. I just want to point it out that that I'm seeing this right now. Delta is also building up some pressure. So overall, Delta is pushing down, and I'm watching it. It's kind of pushing down. It's kind of flat, but it's slightly tilted downward. So it looks like sellers are trying to sell and failing. Looks like, I mean, based on actual price action, looks like people are trying to buy, and that's also failing. So I think somebody's building a position here. What would be nice and easy would be to get a real good, push. I don't care how far it goes, but ideally, I'd actually like to see it go below the low, but like a nice,
Do something.
like a nice fake before
What,
it actually
10:30?
goes. Huh?
10:30 is gonna do something.
Yeah.
Yeah, that 950 is coming up here also in 25 minutes. So
Oh, yep.
that's gonna sell 400 points. Well, 60% chance.
That's the 945 candle.
There's a 950 that I'm seeing here.
This time, okay.
This is the first time it's actually closed outside of here and continued. So, realistically, you could think about taking a stab at this because, because it's actually broke out. But again, it's up to you. If you just have to decide if it's worth the risk. This is the first time, and all I'm saying is this is the first time it's actually broke out and Delta supports it.
Talking about the buy.
Yeah.
It can.
Yeah.
If you had a chance to look into the trading zones, that error thing, I'm still getting it fairly frequently.
Oh, really?
We have to reload them. I don't know if anybody else is having the issue. I mean, maybe it's me. I don't know why it would be, but I'm just running on the. I mean, I never used to have them. But
Yeah, have you tried doing anything like like I know this sounds basic, but like have you like restarted your computer? I'm not restarted your computer, restarted your trading view lately, just typical normal stuff like that?
yeah, no, I've opened and closed that app a number of times since this started happening.
I haven't seen the error since that one day, so I didn't really look at it, but is anyone else having that issue where the volume indicator is giving you an
Like
error just every now and then?
the trading zones,
The trading zones, my bad.
Yeah, every
Just
once in a
update.
while it can.
Really?
Every once in a while.
Just that
Yeah.
update circle thing.
And
I get the
pops
update circle sometimes. Yeah.
with the
No,
update,
not
it's
that.
one thing.
This is a red exclamation point, and your zones disappear off your chart, and you have to reload the indicator or refresh it.
Right. That's what I get occasionally too. But I think it's starting to stop with the last update that you did. At least that's what I got on my end.
That was over, I think that was last weekend.
Yeah.
All right, let's see here.
VWAP holding strong, man. VWAP holding strong right now.
Was that Darren
It
that was just talking?
Yes.
Darren, the next time you get that, will you send me the error message you get?
Yep.
Thank
Yep. I
you.
just had one, but I'll grab it. So, where do you want me to just mouse over the error message?
Yeah, just if you can somehow send a screenshot or something like that, that'd be perfect. That way I can just take a look at it and
Yeah, no problem.
I'll see if I can't figure out what's going on with that.
Yeah, appreciate it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because those have become my baby, man. Those zones are like PETA.
Yeah, yeah, and that's the last thing you want is for it to sit there and.
Well, I just had one where because I've been taking those zones. Well, I've got a couple things I'm using them for, but that I've made like permanent in my trading plan. But like on the 5 minute, I didn't realize that they weren't on there and then I just now went back and go, oh crap, I turned them on. I'm like, oh, just missed a winning trade. So yeah, so it's all good, man. They're like you said, there's trades all the time, but I mean, I feel like they're pretty solid. They're really solid actually.
I
I
like
love
them.
these zones.
I love that you love them, and I love them too.
Well, I found too that some of the best trades I'm getting now are I'll look at the 5 minute and I'll look at like highs and lows. So like on the 5, I'll draw a zone where I see like say we had a previous high and there was a wick or a couple wicks on the 5 minute. I'll draw a zone there, and then price comes back up into that zone. I'll look over to the 1 minute. The 1 minute paints a red trading zone, and I'll trade out of that. And I mean, they're just like your 1-to-1s are no big deal. 1-to-2, like there was a 1-to-3 on the open, and there was another one here at the bottom. I'm in gold. I'm trading gold, by the way.
Yeah.
But it works really well with those, and yeah, and then trading alongside the quantum trend indicator as well. So on the 1 minute.
Yeah.
Love those zones.
Dude, I'm telling you, that's when I got that stuff and I was working on it, I was like, no freaking way. Whenever like when I started to see how it was working. Hold on, let's see here. We're at a zone right now. Speaking of a zone, at 660 it started and basically clear up to the top right here. I don't know. I'm actually bullish right now, so that's that, but still can't deny the fact that this is setting up right here, and this would be a 1-to-1 like that. So just to put that that idea out there, it is there. No, that would have already hit 1-to-1 pretty quick. Look, I'll show y'all what I'm seeing here. Look at all the volume in this candle here, all up here. I know that it looks kind of stretched out here. Let me try to. See all this volume up here? And so that's what I was looking at. And so you can see price just perfectly tapped into there and then bounced off of it and ran at least a 1-to-1. So if price breaks above there, we're probably out of here at that point. If it breaks above there, then next stop is really the old POC, which is all up in this area, 690. Yeah, definitely shoot me that error when you get it. I'll take a look at that because I want to get that fixed. If you guys are, I haven't gotten the error one time, so if you guys are still getting it, by all means, I wanna get it fixed because that's no good. If you need to be able to look at your screen, boom, see it, and take the trade.
Cool. Yep, I'll get over to you as soon as I see it again.
All right.
When I
Thanks.
used to get those errors, sometimes it was because I had too many indicators on, but that was when I was on a lower plan.
Right.
So I don't know. Just that explanation going. So
Yeah.
I'm not sure if it's actually the indicator or not.
Wow. Yeah. Look at that, man. That thing ran away from that zone. That's why I like those. Delta flipped over. Buyers to sellers. That's what I was saying. I wanted like a nice push down. Where's that triangle I was drawing? Let me see what it looks like now. So yeah,
And sometimes I find on like if you look at a 1 minute chart or so there was like two candles that kind of rejected off the top of that zone with big wicks. The CVD was actually, even though it was on my MNQ, was gray bars kind of trending upwards. It rejected off that zone and went down like right away because it was like, so sometimes the CVD is like almost like a lagging, I'm like, because if you're selling down from the top of a zone, the CVD is going to be pointing up when you want to go actual sell.
Let me wrap my head around it. So it was going, the price was going up or price was going down?
I'll send you a screenshot in the chat and just to tell you exactly
like
what
it was coming up to that level.
The price was going up.
Mm-hmm.
It hits the level. There's a couple rejection wick candles.
Yeah.
The CVD was still pointing up, but I sold, and then like the CVD was kind of going down, but I didn't go by the CVD. I went because of the rejection wicks.
Mm-hmm. Well, that's good.
I'm just saying it's kind of, it's not super like lagging, but you know what I mean? Like sometimes you can't wait for that.
You can't. And so think about what you're seeing there is, if you'll really,
I put in the chat.
It's very good what you're seeing, because see, what you just said is that CVD was up. So remember, CVD is not an indicator. CVD is telling you exactly what's happening. So if you are looking at the chart and CVD is pushing up and price went up to a zone, and then you're seeing rejection wicks. You said you seen rejection wicks, yet CVD was still going up. What that means is that most likely retail traders are still piling in. They're still buying and buying. They're just piling in, which is causing CVD to rise, but the actual price is rejecting with wicks, which means that the buyers are being absorbed by passive orders. That's the first part right there. What you're starting to notice right there, that's a great sign. That's a good sell. That's a perfect time to sell. The only thing that
Can you look at I put in the chat there.
Let me see.
You can actually even see my red and blue arrows for the buy and the sell, and then it was just a short trade.
I'm clicking it. That one on the right there. Yeah. So
you see CVD was going up. There was two gray bars and it was kind of wicking out, and then I took the sell.
Right as it broke the low of that candle.
But it was interesting because it was going up the CVD, yet the price was kind of staying around the top of the range.
Right. Yep. That looks like typical absorption right there.
Okay, that's what I was thinking. Yeah.
Yep. The more you
Okay.
the more you mess around with that and you just keep watching that, the more you just sit there and watch that, you'll see it. That is exactly what I'm talking about when I say pressure building, right? And so even like right now, if you look at, we'll see. I know my Addis looks a little bit different, but let me pull up Trade-O-Vate. So right now, if you look at Trade-O-Vate, Delta's pushing down, right? Delta's pushing down, but price is not pushing down, right? And so that, to me, what that looks like is buyers lifting it passively. So in other words, buy orders just sitting underneath current price, and every time sellers try to come in, they're being passively absorbed. And so once sellers run out of steam, then that's when it'll really lift off. And then the best part of that is that you end up having sellers that get trapped down here at these lower prices. When price breaks the next obvious high, you'll see their stop losses get hit, and that's typically where price is going to explode right after that. So
Are you saying that when there's pressure building, like in my example, the CVD was kind of pointing up,
Yep.
but for a couple, 2 or 3 candles, it was kind of flat. So are
Exactly.
you saying that it will go the opposite way of what the CVD is when the absorption runs out?
In a perfect situation, yes. Now there's always the chance that the sellers or the buyers may become more aggressive, right? And so obviously things are subject to change, but yes, you're seeing the pressure build, and it's like a trap being set and launched, so it's you see Delta, and that's why I keep telling people to use Delta, because Delta is the only thing that's going to show you the inside. And again, it's not an indicator. It doesn't mean buy just because everyone else is buying, or sell because everyone else is selling. It doesn't mean that. It means, if you're seeing everyone buy, it lets you know what everyone's doing. So you can see, okay, they're aggressively buying or they're aggressively selling. Well, we know that if they're aggressively buying or selling, that means the price should be going up or down. So if it's not, then that's what we are looking for. That's constantly what we're looking for is effort with no reward. And when you find that, you can find that all over the place, but when you find it at key areas, that's where it gets really rewarding to trade. And that's
at the top of the zone. So if
Yes.
CVD is pressure's building up, yet it's kind of flat.
Yeah.
You're saying not every time, but more than likely it will go to the downside.
Yes. Yeah. Because
And vice versa.
right,
Yeah.
because you could see that the buyers or sellers are getting absorbed. And then when you're ready to take it to the next level, that's where you can start looking at a footprint chart, and you'll actually see what they call stacked imbalances, and you'll find buyers stuck at the high of a candle, or you'll find sellers stuck at the low of the candle. Just an abnormal amount of sellers down at the bottom of the candle, but price is not going down. That should make you wonder, how do we have all these sellers? Right, and CVD is going to highlight that and show you, yep, in fact, there are a lot of sellers there. And then is the market going really sporadic right now? Okay. So you'll see those those sellers in there, and then you'll see them trapped down at the bottom, and then price will go the other way. So it's like it's a whole little combination of things that you'll look for, but once you get used to it, it's at a glance. At a glance you'll see this stuff.
Yeah. Thanks.
We are really holding this area here.
10 more minutes till that sell signal on the 950 for the 5 minute.
Yeah, we got
400.
Got a pending sell right here. Yeah, and you said in 5 minutes, so we've got a sell signal setting up on the Titan here.
Yeah, in about 10 minutes here, which will be good. It'll be a good push.
I cannot believe that we have only gotten one. This is the first. What do you guys think? Isn't this the first session in a long time where we've only had one Titan signal the entire session on the 1 minute?
It's crazy. It's crazy price action right now. It's kind of nuts just to see only one. It's not crowded. There's not a lot of flags and everything in the open. It's kind of weird.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, there it goes. It popped on out of there.
Mess around, get in there, that mother gonna turn around on you.
I'm trying to see if it won't break this high right here and run up to about 76. There's a lot of sellers up there.
We got
A lot.
That's where it wants to
go.
go.
We got a what?
Yeah.
Using the 5 minute time frame here is kind of a confluence. I'm looking at the this green, buy zone that's kind of popped up right where the candle is right now. It's just kind of it's holding that spot for us, so that way it pops up to that sell order that you said at 76, and then I'm thinking that that's where it's going to go and then pop back down right in the next 8 minutes or so.
Well, it would be perfect if that window would appear while price is up at the high. What I would love to see is price break the high, liquidity sweep style, go up to 76, just because I got a TP up there right now. So that's so I would like to see that. And then you know what? Screw it. I'm put it at 75. I know 75 will get hit. I don't know about 76. 75. So yeah, so what would be great is for it to push up above here, sweep the high, and then what do we need? We need this to happen in the next 2 minutes, and then within that 15-minute period of time. And just to be clear, what he's talking about, you guys, is the time signal. So for those of you that are not aware of what that is or how that works, it is this right here. So we've got this set on a 45. By the way, we just hit the weekly VWAP, like to the tick. And I just hit TP on my trade. Bam. Perfect timing. So yeah, we're in the right spot. This is a 15-minute period of time. So between the time of 9:45 and 10 o'clock, a 15-minute period of time, basically what this is saying is that if you would have sold at 9:45 every single morning and closed your trade exactly at 10 o'clock for the last 220 days, you would have 2,247 points and you would have won 61% of the time. So it's just a probability based on the actual chart itself. And so typically within the next 15 minutes, we will close lower than we open starting in 15 seconds. So it's not a guarantee. It's a 60% chance. If you find a reason to sell while we're in that window, that would probably be a good idea. We're at the high. We're breaking highs, right? We got another high right here. So maybe we do a flush style trade right here. That'd be awesome. I'm going to start watching right now. Is that clear though on this window? You guys are clear on that, right? Like what this means. This is a 15-minute. If you'll just remember that these are 15-minute blocks right here. Then that should allow you to use this when you see. So we have one at 9:45. So between now and 10, we should be looking for sales. That's how that works.
An indicator on TradingView, or how do you get that on?
This is the time signals indicator that's in the mentorship. Yeah.
Oh, okay, okay.
You got access to this.
Okay, thanks. Appreciate
Yep. Ooh. All right. I'm looking for sellers to come in right now and see if it's worth joining in here. Right now, Delta's green on everything from the 1 minute to the 15 minute, but it is switching over on the 1 minute now. So let's see. Ooh.
Whoa, I
Oh yeah,
caught that.
big sell orders just came in. Let's see if they continue.
It spiked.
I got 10 out the deal.
Nice. Yeah.
Yes, sir. After that first candle closed bearish, I was in there on the next one as soon as it opened.
Very nice. Very, very nice. Yeah, it hit that weekly VWAP. He said, and we are not messing around.
Not messing around. The Bears is not trying to let that thing go, man. They is not. They gonna hold it as long as they can. If the 4 hour chart is super bearish.
Hey, Ken, when you're free on Tradeovate, there's I was fooling around with the different types of candles, and there's one called like TPO. What is that?
A TPO chart is a time and price opportunity is what they call that. And that is it's exactly like a volume profile, except for it shows you hold on, let me just do something here. I'm trying to get a
Yeah, finish what you're doing.
okay. Okay, so yeah, that's what this is. When you see me pull this up right here, that's what this is right here. This is a TPO chart. So this is time. I just hit TP on that trade. So thanks for the heads up on that 945 candle.
You got it. Yeah,
I
I
got a perfect trade with absolutely zero drawdown. Let me show you what I did.
That's perfect, man. That's what I was hoping
Look.
more people would see.
Yeah, so price came up to here. This was 945. You could have just sold the open, by the way. So for those of you that don't know how this works, this is 945 the signal came in. So we could have straight up just sold the open of this candle, but we had aggressive buying, so I didn't do that. And so what happened was price came up and it pushed down here, and I started looking for price to come back, and I was wanting it to retest this area here where I could see all that volume, and I was going to enter just like this. It's about $100 risk doing it that way. But then this candle just opened and slammed down. So then what I did was I waited for this candle to open. I waited for it to pull back, and then I entered right here as price continued lower, and I just put my stop right above the current wick high. So it was a $180 risk, and I traded down to the midpoint of the day, which was right here, and that was a $265. So it was a 1 to 2. So, and the idea came, the reason for selling mainly was from that time signal, and then of course seeing the sellers come in. So,
And the setup too, that was kind of
yeah,
building up a little bit too. That was also anticipating.
it was nice how it gave us that little ability to go in low risk with the stop right above the high. I like that. $150, $160 risk. Can't complain about that. So
yeah,
and then
solid.
I just got out of another trade right here. So man, I'm killing it today. Okay, so Matt, TPO chart right here.
Yeah.
So what you're looking at here, let me just go over here, is what you're looking at is you've got the TPO here and then the profile here. Now, I don't like volume on TradingView that much, but I'm using it anyways. And so TPO is, time. It's literally, it works the exact same way as a volume profile. But in fact, the TPO was invented before the volume profile, because volume wasn't always available, but time was. So this lets you know where price spent most of the time.
For each candle. For each candle, right?
for each day or for each candle, but there's some intricacies about it and different ways to set it up um, based on your preference. What I like doing is I like to just keep an eye on the value areas. So that's why I've got mine kind of simplified and dumped down to where it's just showing just the basic stuff. I like to be able to see the that's where I mark these zones up from right here. So you see these zones that I've got on the chart, price will typically go to those areas, just like we target the volume areas. And when you have a volume profile and the TPO lined up, those are typically really good volume areas. The other thing is single prints and poor high and poor low. So we talked about that earlier this week. Something like this is what you'd consider a poor low or a poor high.
And why is that?
It's just what they call it, but it's basically where in this candle here, you see this was obviously probably Thanksgiving. So so you could see that there wasn't really a strong rejection. Most days, most profiles, I should say, look like this. Just a second. Okay. So most oops. I'm trying to get that off of here. And so a good balanced profile is you're always going to have kind of like a top, and then you're going to have like this, right? And so most of them will end like this. They've got kind of tops like this and like that, and then something happens in the inside of it. So a lot of profiles, they may be like like this, where they have everything down at the bottom. Some profiles might be like this, where they have all the volume up here at the top, right? Like different, they call them B's and P's, right? So this would be considered more of a B style profile, but most of them will have single prints at the very ends, and these are rejection areas. When you don't have, you see, like this is a great example of a profile. You've got clear rejection at the ends, clear rejection at the ends. Perfect. But something like this, you see, we don't have that. So when you don't have that, a lot of times when price comes back to this area, it will create one on the next profile. And on some platforms, like more professional Addis, different platforms, you can actually merge one and another one together. So I could actually merge these two together, and then you would see that it's one big profile. So you may have heard me saying something like double distribution or something like that before, where you've got kind of two areas of distribution in a profile. You can merge those together to see one complete picture. But what I like to do is I like to watch the outside edges, like here. This gives a very clear idea that during this day, very small amounts of time spent here. So in other words, it rejected this area right here, and so it gives you an easy way to look at it. The same here, so you could see that it rejected
The
right up here
wind
at the
blown.
very top. And so if you go and you look at it here, let me mark this one like this, and then you look at the actual chart, you'll see, oh, yep, it was just simply a rejection. So it makes it pretty easy to identify those types of trading opportunities. But the main thing is being able to find the value zones where price was accepted and stayed. It's just like a profile value area where price goes out, it'll typically go back in. You could also unfold these to where you can see what they look like over time, so that you can see, like, okay, during this time of the day, like, yes, it was absolutely just straight rejection. So you see how here we can see this part and this part. Well, we wouldn't want to include all of that. We'd want to include only this part right here, because that's the main rejection part. And then we look at it, we can see that. So it's just another way to
Thanks.
visualize the chart, basically.
The one on Tradovate is a little different. They got a bunch of like FHGJK OP or not sure what that's all about.
It's they just they use the alphabet letters because, and that's what I was saying is there's a little bit that goes into this. So like when you're looking at a TPO chart, most people use a sub period of 30 minutes. So you'll run a daily profile or a daily TPO chart, and then it's broken up into 30-minute sub periods. And because there's 26 letters in the alphabet, they use the alphabet to label each section because it just kind of fits. So that's like I don't know if you can see this, but this also says A B C D E F G H I J K.
Yeah, okay, I see now. Yeah.
Yeah, if you zoom in, you see it. So it's just you can make it. It doesn't have to be letters. I don't even know why they choose letters, but you can actually change it to where it doesn't show letters. It shows little boxes or X's or something like that. All right, we are finally. Are we gonna get a Titan finally? And look, we are at the volume zone. I'm not gonna say I told you so, but
There was a 5-minute Titan that lost.
on a 5-minute.
Yeah.
Yeah. So far, we've had one 1-minute Titan, and we've got this one here. If this one pops, this seems like it's a pretty good opportunity here. It's only got 20 seconds to set up. But we finally came up and beat this zone here, so I'm going to get rid of that. I do believe that we're going to go up to that area.
I was thinking the same thing. I was like hoping the Titan would set up right near this volume zone so I could hit TP right at that line, but we'll see.
God bless y'all. Have a great day trading.
All right. See you later, man. So let's go ahead and tally things up. I got that one here. I've done pretty good on this Tuesday. So we got results here. This is on one set of accounts. Oh, look, there's a Titan right there. So here's that one setting up. Whoever's watching this with me, this is like, look at TP2 is actually set up in a perfect spot as well.
Yeah, that was ideal. That was what I was hoping for. Look at that.
A little bit of a red zone type of thing here. And what is that? TP2. So 700 is the level. TP2's at 695. Is it 695 on the dot? 695.50. All right, cool. I forgot what I was saying. Oh yeah. So I was looking for results here. So we got results number 1. And let me go. We already hit TP. We hit TP1 on there.
Yep, that was solid.
Nice. There's our second TP. Now the real question, will we get TP2 out of that?
That was a small setup too. It wasn't a very big range.
Yeah, and I got it in the red zone, so that was even lower risk. The volatility's dropped off quite a bit, huh? Not super
Yeah,
volatile. See,
that's
this called for 3 contracts on mine in order to be a $500 risk. All right, so check this out, you guys. I got this is on one set of accounts right here, 1600. That we got the TP2. Perfect. I'm out of the trade, and that doesn't include the whole thing in this either. So I got 1600 on one set of accounts today and 845 on the other set of accounts. Pretty massive
Awesome.
day. Yeah, especially considering we've only had a few
Thanks, Rich.
sweeps.
You showed out today.
I sure did. Showed up and showed out.
Did you get those ones all passed too already?
No, not yet. Not yet. I actually I didn't trade them for like 3 days. It's I have a route. I am 100% a creature of habit. I do the same thing over and over and over again. So it really messed with my flow to switch and change to those, to trade in those other accounts. So I took a couple days off. I'm not in any hurry. So today's actually the first day I came back and traded those.
Yeah, one can move that. Yeah, exactly.
Oh wow, what a trade, you guys. Who all caught it?
I got some of it.
Good.
I got it to TP1.
Everyone should have taken that trade. I mean, we were talking about it leading up to it. That was perfect in every way. Delta was lined up. Yeah, everything was lined up. And let me show you. I've got this thing. I'm like CVD crazy right now. I was, but this is just a good idea of how well this is lined up. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 4, 5. Okay, look, this is what my screen looks like on CVD. So this is a 1 minute, 3 minute, 5 minute, and 15 minute, and this is the candle that we bought on right here. So CVD was lined up there, lined up here, lined up there, and lined up. Obviously, we've been lined up there. So everything screamed buy, and bam, we got that little Titan signal there. Second one of the day on the 1 minute.
See, Ken, though, a few times before you were like, it's at the top of the range. I'm not sure about it.
Well, we don't really have a range though. We're not really ranging right now. So I don't look at this like, like this, right? Like if we were clearly going like this, but
Okay.
but if you remember, this was the area that I was concerned with beating. And so
Yes. Okay.
we rejected it. We did reject it right here as well, but it didn't look like much. And then we finally broke up above it. Once we start trending above it and CVD supports it, we're buying. And that is exactly what I talked about yesterday. Is when we're trending, I like to rely on Titans. When we're range bound, I like to do order flow. In this case, luckily we had good order flow and we were trending. So everything pretty much supports that buy right here. But I kind of see what you mean, that like I wasn't really looking at this
I was
thinking,
looking at that one, and then to the left there was a bit of like right there. Yeah.
yeah, I didn't even zoom out that far.
No. I wish I could put my mouse over it. Go to the right more. That one.
Yeah, I see what you mean.
Yeah, there. I was thinking of that one, and the other one were kind of near the,
Yeah. See, and I was looking at this as though we had beat it, because I
Yeah.
had already traded off of that a few times and we had successfully beat it at that point. But and then the other reason I was really confident in this trade was because of this volume level right here. I was thinking we go up.
Yes.
I didn't
It's a
even
target.
I didn't even want to hit the full 700. I just wanted to hit the outer levels of it. So that was great.
Well,
We
I'm
had
off to work. Yes, yesterday I was kind of proud. I had a losing day, but it was only 150, so that was good. Today I'm up like 175.
very
Done
nice.
for the.
Just keep it cool.
Yeah. Keep it cool, man. As long as you don't overtrade, you be all right. As long as
Yeah,
you don't
it's hard to.
overtrade and give it
I
all back at this afternoon or later on in the session, and then you can't
I just
trade in the
hate
morning when
I just
it's
hate having a losing day. I just always want to end up positive, even if it's only $1.
you can't
You
do
know.
that.
Oh
I
yeah.
know.
I know the feeling. I promise you. I know it. Hey,
Yeah.
that just looking at that negative P&L, man, it fucks with you.
Yeah, dude.
Well,
It
you know
fucks
what,
with
you guys,
you
if
feel like a failure for the day.
you
But
keep
but like Ken said, the discipline of not trading anymore and saying, "Nah, I'll get it back tomorrow," is gonna make you a winner.
Well, and even if you
That's
don't
how I've
get
been
it,
trying to get
even if you don't get it back tomorrow, but over time, the
it back.
idea is, look, you don't want to be short term anything. You want to be long term profitable. So, you could have a bad week. That doesn't mean you're an unprofitable trader. It is over time, and that's why the risk management is so important. And it just keeps the pressure off, really. I mean, if you will risk a smaller amount on your trades, then you just show up. You are gonna win and lose trades, but when you have confidence in your strategy, you just show up and keep executing regardless of the results. Like, obviously, if you're losing or if you're on a losing streak, you're going to approach the charts a little bit differently. You may scale down in your size based on your trade plan. You might look for lower risk trades like a red zone entry. You may do things like that to further limit your loss, but you know that your strategy is going to work over time. So that's how I am. I show up. I never worry about if I'm going to win or lose the trade because I just don't know if I'm going to win or lose it. You never, ever know. You're going to take the trade and something's going to happen. All I can do is stack things in my favor, take the trade, and manage it the best that I can, and show up and do it the next day. Show up and do it the next day.
Last week, if you remember, I had one day where I lost 750, and it was way more than I wanted to lose. I didn't blow any accounts. It took me 3 days to get it back, but and I felt terrible. But this time, the day after, I only lost 150. I was like, you know what? It's only 150. It's not a big deal. It's not like 750.
Right.
It's like only 150.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Good job.
I
Good job
took a
not
bad
blowing it up.
trade. Yeah, I took a bad trade and I was down like $100, and I just came this morning. That was just one bad trade. I was actually messing around on my phone, and I hit the wrong button,
Mm.
and that's what actually got me. And then I was doing something, so I couldn't get to it in time, and I ended up losing about $100. So I was down this morning when I came to the session, but I was like, as long as I get back to break even, I'll be all right.
Mm-hmm.
Got me about 2-3 good trades this morning. I'm actually up $40.
Hey, that's $1,000 on 20 accounts.
Mm-hmm. I'm not mad.
Just take it and
I'm not mad
take
at
it a day
all.
at a time. And like I always say, if y'all just try to have fun with it, be relaxed. Just
Yeah.
remember these accounts are cheap. And the easiest way to have fun with something like this is don't try to go crazy all in the beginning. I've seen a lot of people buy 20 accounts all based on their idea of success. Just don't put imagine that's 20 times the amount of pressure, 20 times the amount of investment. I know I totally get the idea of, well, I don't want to have to do this multiple times, but you have nothing but time. All we're doing here is living every day. So just you're gonna be doing something every day, you know. Get one account, have some real genuine fun trading the account, making progress, learning, asking questions, just actually have fun with it. And then once you do it, if you did it in a way that's duplicatable, then it's going to be easy to just, do it one time, get one payout first, just one payout first, and then go get your 19 accounts if that's what you want to do, but I'm serious. I really think if everyone will focus more on enjoying the process and having fun with their trading, you just have an overall better experience. And you got to remember, these are like less than $100. So it's not that serious. If you make a mistake or if you do this or that, just don't get so emotionally connected to it. These are numbers on a screen, and they're cheap. So, have fun, build a plan, do something that's duplicatable. Once you find success, you'll be able to do it over and over again. And that's awesome. You show up, do it.
Like, we won just waiting on the Titan today.
Yeah.
Being patient.
Yep.
Being patient, not getting caught up in that chop because it was some tight chop today.
Sure was.
And just waiting on Titan came through and delivered every time.
It sure does.
And it really lined up too. So the patience really pays off there. Just kind of making sure you analyze and kind of watch the market a little bit more than I used to have an itchy trading finger. Now I miss trades because I sit. That's kind of what.
That's all right though. It's better to miss. It's better to miss a trade. I miss a lot of trades too, but you know what? It feels so good to see that trade play out right in front of you and say, "Damn, you know what?" And you know what? Most times you'll even see that those trades, they go way further than your TP would have ever been set. I mean, it's the best.
Exactly.
It's the best opportunity to see it and watch it and then actually learn from it.
Right. Yeah. Because then you didn't even have the pressure to be in it if it
Yeah.
was to reverse. You just have that kind of confirmation knowing that your strategy worked.
Yep,
that was going to work. Yeah.
Exactly.
That's it. That could actually be a good confidence building skill.
Yeah.
Just constantly doing that over time, that would actually build confidence in your bias.
Well, you know how
Yeah.
a lot of people
That's exactly.
they'll switch over to paper trade accounts and they'll start paper trading after they trade their real accounts. And that's fine and all, but honestly, I wouldn't even recommend if you are already good at executing and pushing the buttons, I wouldn't even worry about paper trading because you don't need the emotions involved. Even when you're on a paper trade account and you see those dollars going up, it's going to affect your mental in some way. But if you just observe a chart, just sitting there watching, speculating, and observing, and that's it, that's the best way that it's really going to stick. Everything's going to stick, and you're going to be able to actually see it clearly.
Yeah, I'm definitely noticing that the more that I'm joining these sessions here, I'm like observing way more diligently than I ever have, and just like looking at that, I'm noticing a huge difference in how I'm like building confidence, kind of sitting a little bit more in my hands. It's great. It's a good feeling. I will say it's like good. Yeah, exactly. Helps so much.
And for those of you that don't know, Couch has been with us for months and months, almost since we reopened mentorship, and he wasn't joining the call. He's been really good about keeping me up to speed, moving a little slower, and asking me a lot of questions in the background. You know how I tell you guys, you're only seeing part of the group. There's a whole nother part of the group. They're not mystical creatures that you've never seen, or anything. They're just not on the calls, but Couch is one of them. And I told him, I said, man, you need to hop in these calls if you want, and and just get in here and engage with us. It's really just us in there trading, and there's a lot of valuable lessons that that we end up going over, sometimes inadvertently, just talking.
Yeah, and I find so much value already. So
Yeah.
just wanted to let you know. Yeah, great advice, Ken. I'm sorry that it took me so long.
No, that's okay. I'm glad it happened like this, because I'm always telling the other guys and girls in this group, I'm like, listen, guys, you're not the only ones in here. Like, there are other people that just do not engage in chat, but they talk to me, you know, people that are getting payouts, people that are not getting, you know, there's a whole nother
Right.
side. And I'm trying my best to bring everyone together and just let them know, like, hey, this is the spot. We come in, there's no judgment. We're just having fun. Look, I'm not going anywhere. We're going to be trading for ever, right? I don't have any plans on quitting. So why not just show up, build a little family here? Not most of us don't have people that we can talk to each day about our trading. So this is the perfect place to just show up, and we're a little trading family here, and I like it that way. It doesn't have to be all professional. It doesn't have to be all, you know, this or that. Just have fun.
Yeah, it's awesome. Thank you so much, Ken.
Yeah, you're welcome. I just won this trade too, you guys. I took the trade off of the volume zone. I got in it. Got in right here. Clyde, your mic's on. Got in right here, and I went ahead. It's all good. I got in right here, and I took it right up to there. It had already, it pulled back, and then it had tapped this, which would have gotten us into the entry, but then it pulled back, so I went ahead and entered with a little less risk and scalped it up to there for a little extra. I'm trying to get this account over this other set of accounts over 1,000 for the day, and I am $13 away, if my math is right. Right? What is that? 13, right? I'm $1,000 gross, but with after the fees 987. I need net 1,000. I need net 1,000.
That's fabulous.
Watch me lose 500 trying to make $13. What would you do?
I was literally thinking the same thing, man. I was like, that would be tragic.
I know. Like, how does one get in and make $13 without risking more? You know, because if I take a trade right now, I'm at risk. Am I going to risk $13 for $13, or am I going to, you know? Now I'll just take another regular trade.
If you should just
I called the sale off that top when it went up into that. I called the sale off that
Ooh,
top.
that actually looks good. I just I didn't see it the way that I didn't see it that way until you just said that. That actually looks real good. I see a little opportunity if it pulls back to 702. Between 702 and 706. It's a 4-pointer.
Yeah, it didn't keep going higher like you normally say. It broke the high, but it didn't go higher. That next candle, when it turned around, I got in there.
Yeah, let's see, 702 to what I say, 706.
A Titan pop up. Titan pop up.
706. Let's see.
You're hoping it to push 706 for another sell? Is that what you're saying?
I was gonna see if it would reverse into this area that it's at right now, and it's it's a 4-point setup, so it'd be a $70 risk for $70. 70 for 70. I haven't taken it. I might just wait. It would be like this.
Yeah, I see it.
706. I'll just hold off on it. I mean, it looks fine. Oh, look at that. It would have.
There it goes. Yeah, just like that. Yeah. Oh, the market's funny like that.
Hey, I still called it.
Yeah, you did. That's the win that we're talking about right there. You know, the emotional, confident building one. You know.
Yeah, I just don't want
to. That CVD called it at the top.
Yeah, it did.
Right there. That flip.
CVD wasn't looking right.
Mm-hmm. Wow, it ran off of there.
Yeah.
Clean little area though.
Yeah,
That
because
that
them,
that
them, I see those resistance, those volume zones, they work as resistance sometimes too.
they sure do.
You can get a nice little pullback off of those mugs.
Yeah, well, you'll notice it'll tap it. It'll try to push up because some of these with the green and red, they'll like push up first and then flip down, or vice versa. It just kind of depends on the direction of the market. But I've noticed that too, where they kind of like act as support and then boom, resistance, boom, straight down.
Yeah.
Yeah. Versus like a clean green one, where it's just a buy zone. Sometimes it just propels it into the next level.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I normally use these levels as targets is what I like to use them as. Like this morning, so if you guys look in mentorship, I came in here and said right there, all volume levels way above. Wonder if price will move up today after open, right? And we are now right here. We're at 700, so we were down here, and I mean it just like I said, like where are we gonna go? We have value in this area, like so. I was thinking that this area may act as support. Obviously, if it broke below here, it's a straight sprint down to 400, but as long as this area here would hold, which it did, then we're probably going for 700. We're only 75 points away from it compared to 300 points away. And this is the thing. Look, these zones here, these are not just like they're not. I didn't just make an indicator. Like these are institutional grade zones. There is volume, lots and lots of volume. All this data comes directly from CME and it's updated every single day. So this is where larger institutions are positioned. And you have to understand that there's a thing that's happening in the market that has to happen, and it's a type of hedging that happens. And what the institutions do is they hedge futures against options. So by using that data on our chart, these levels become magnets because they have to hedge. So as price starts getting closer to this 700 level, if they have, say, options on here to, for price to stay below there, if they've got a bet that price is going to stay below that level by Friday, when price gets to this level, and as it starts at every tick that it gets closer and closer to that level, their exposure increases. It's called gamma, and so gamma exposure or whatever, something like that is what they call it. And so they will start buying futures to hedge their potential risk. It's a winning game for them. They're going to win regardless. They're either going to make money on the premiums, or they're going to make money on the actual trade itself, or they're going to hedge, and they're not going to lose. But it creates a self-fulfilling situation because as price gets closer to these levels, they have to start buying to hedge their loss. And so that's why I have these split up, because these are sellers here and these are buyers here. So so we know that there are big players positioned and they want price to stay below 700. That doesn't mean it's going to stay below it, but when price starts to approach that area, they'll have to buy futures to hedge their to stay neutral on their exposure. It's all automated. I'm sure it's automated. Nobody's clicking the buttons. This is completely automated. And what it does is it creates a pinning effect. So what'll happen is because they're in this position and it expires, say, Friday, when price starts to tick up towards this, they'll buy, which will make it go up even faster, may even make it overshoot it. Then they'll sell and then they'll buy. And that's why you'll see price start to consolidate at these levels here. They'll either fly straight through them or they'll start to consolidate, and it creates a pinning effect around these levels. It's not just these levels, but these are great areas to use for that, because this is actually using true data directly from CME. So that's why these levels are so unique. There's actually, I mean, to my knowledge, there's nothing else out there that's doing that. This is my own idea. The way that I did everything from the start to the finish was my own idea. It's not.
You dropping bars, Ken. You dropping bars.
I better watch out. Can't give it all away. I'm joking.
That's
I
a good. That's good.
can give it all away. I can give it all away, man. There's more than enough. There's
Hey, you've been blessing us, man. You've been
trillions of
blessing us.
dollars. Trillions of dollars move through this market every day. Little us don't have no effect on it. like they're hunting our stuff. That's what I think is so funny when
Now with our little glorified demo accounts, we ain't moving the market.
yeah, I think it's funny when somebody says, "I swear my broker's after me." They're hunting my stop. No, they're not hunting your stop. You're just being predictable. You're trading just like everyone else, and that's why everyone's getting hunted, because people are trading in obvious places, doing what everyone else does. Like they say, the sheeps, you know. And it's not intentional. It's just that's the information that's available until now.
Yeah, that was super insightful, Ken. Thank you so much for explaining that even further. That was awesome.
You're welcome.
I'm looking at this 5-minute Titan setup here. See if it'll push through this volume.
Yeah, it looks like we finally lost a Titan this morning, but I didn't take this Titan because I'm probably done for the day, but also, well, yeah, just I don't know. I didn't see it setting up or anything. I don't see anything wrong with it, but I think that we had a better opportunity right here, which is what we talked about and whatnot. But I did get to that 1,000 that I said I wanted to get to. I just pretty much opened and closed a trade. It was easy. Let me see if
Hey,
it
Ken, I have that error message. Where would you like me to send it to?
just open a ticket.
Okay, cool. Thank you.
Yeah, it's one click and that ticket will open up for you right away.
Awesome.
Oh my God, I didn't make enough profit to get over. Now I'm $5.50 away from $1,000. I'm just gonna YOLO it and drop 10 contracts, and I'm gonna buy and then close it immediately. Try to make my $5. That's a joke.
I had my mic off. I was laughing. I was like, "No way, not on NASDAQ. Like,
Right.
no way."
Look,
That's like
got a little.
That's a recipe to fire down.
I know. We got a little setting up right here. Let's see what it does if it triggers. We got 10 seconds left. Let's see. Quantum's just turning over red. It didn't set up in time. Oh, I just got the alert on our gold levels, break of structure. We talked about this on the webinar, you guys. For those of you that are on the webinar, we're hitting that level right here. So gold has officially broken above this structure point. So when this happens here, typically structure has been broke. Officially, structure has been broke. So I would say normally we may look for price to start moving back up, like into these higher levels here. But it did make a new structure point. So at the time of drawing these levels, this was the structure right here. We talked about this yesterday. This was the structure right here, but it ended up making a new lower low. So it went like this, then it went like that. So structure would have actually moved down to here. And I didn't know that happened. So what would have happened is when we broke this high here, I would have then started to target this level, which is the current level we're at now, because now this was the break of structure right here. And so I would have looked to trade to that next level, which that ended up happening. That would have been a nice move, about $20. A lot of money worth of move there, but either way, we have touched that structure point on gold, so maybe we see prices pushing up higher. I don't know. It's possible. You know, we've got the funds rate tomorrow. So typically what happens is I don't know, maybe we have money flow into gold during I don't know. Normally safe havens kind of run together. So like I know that the dollar and gold are inverted, right? They're inverse correlation. So the dollar is kind of expected to be, well, I expect it to be bearish tomorrow because of the news. So maybe that means gold will go up. We'll see. Here goes the Titan right here, though. Quantum trend is in line.
That 1 minute, it slapped all the TPs in 1 second. If anyone had a pending order, that was crazy. That was
on which one?
On the
on MNQ, it did.
MNQ.
It went crazy on MNQ.
It went nuts.
It went farther than NASDAQ.
Yeah,
now?
that was.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Wow, it did not do that on NQ. That is something, man. The charts look completely different. So seeing that on MNQ, man, that looks like a buying opportunity if I ever saw one. Let me see. If I bought right now and put my stop below here. Oh, that's on MNQ. So that would be down below 82. I don't know. I might take a stab at it after seeing that on MNQ like that.
That was intense.
Might just put my stop below the low of the current candle on the 1 minute here. It's about $200 from current price, and target up above the highs. Be a $200 for $300, but I'm just thinking that because, man, that was crazy on MNQ. There's over 2,000 orders right there.
That's crazy.
POC shifted on everything.
2,000 orders stuck.
Yeah. Oh yeah, they're stuck.
Them boys sick. Stock's gonna get hit.
Yeah. Let's see if it'll bust up above.
Oh, I think it will.
If it breaks the high, we might just see an explosion because yeah, that's crazy. Look at it.
Yep, there it goes. I'm waiting for that.
Look at it on MNQ. This is MNQ right here. You see all these orders in there?
Yeah.
A big stack of them right there. And it didn't happen at all on NASDAQ. So something weird going on. Yeah, if we could break up above these highs, we might fly. Okay.
Everything is down, but looking like we're having about an equal highs here almost.
Yeah. I wish I had a better target. I don't really know what to target.
That's 17.
This is where I miss Bookmap, to be honest. Like that's the one thing that I really was enjoying about Bookmap was being able to clearly see those pockets of liquidity. So obvious, you know, they were just so clear on the chart. And yeah, I know what to target. Oh, we're back into this zone. So let's see. I'll target the POC right at 722.
Okay,
Oh,
yeah.
my TP was already at 721, so that's perfect.
Yeah, that's going up there.
Wow. Well, and we also have a current poor high, so we have to go higher. We have to go higher. It's either going to happen today or it's going to happen tomorrow. At some point it's going to have to go up there. We got to have a rejection at the high of the day. Otherwise the market didn't complete its thing that it likes to normally do every day. See how the top of this is flat, and all the other ones are single digits. They're complete. See, this is not right. It's gonna have to break up above the high there and do some things. I don't know if it's gonna happen all in one go, but good call. Good
$100
call on
today.
good call on that again. Being able to, I wasn't even looking at MNQ, but seeing that happen on MNQ just makes me think. All right, well, there.
It was
Hmm?
it was going crazy.
I just
So
yeah,
yeah, I was just gonna say you had to see that. Yeah, that was nuts. That one motion.
Mm-hmm.
I just caught
That was
that high because CVD made a lower high, Ken. CVD
Oh,
didn't go up and CVD didn't go up and
yeah,
challenge that high at all.
yeah.
And I sold it at the top. I got out of there. I'm
Nice. You
up.
caught a good move. You caught a good move right off the
Yes,
hop.
sir.
That's $200 move right there.
That was nice, man. Zero drawdown.
Mm-hmm.
Zero.
Let's
Yeah, I
see.
took that. I took that trade down.
Nice. Let's see what they do right here. This is a critical area. I'd say this is a critical area. We're at POC right now, so let's see how they react. There's already a lot of trading and a lot of sellers trapped at the bottom of that candle. I can see well over 200 orders at the very low of this current candle here. Some of those might have been stop orders, but I don't think that people just decided, let me just sell right here. I'm thinking they may have got stopped out.
Oh yeah, she stopped hunting today.
Hmm.
She stopped hunting today. She been doing that all since the market opened up. I guess because whenever we get ready for like that Fed rate and stuff,
Yeah, clear the
and then we
books.
get them, we get all them inside bars, and we get that tight little daily range.
Hmm.
That's really not gonna get up out of too much. They get to stop hunting as much as they can
Yep.
because all those breakout buys just got trapped again.
Hmm.
Just like the breakout sellers just got trapped
Yeah.
on that last move up.
My entry, I'm break even on my entry. I'll probably end up breaking even on this trade, and it's unfortunate because I'm like my entry is like on the dot at the POC, so I want to see how price reacts to the POC, but it's gonna stop me out. It's gonna stop me out if it touches the POC. So it's like, ah, man, we went one tick from the POC and it didn't touch it. And my entry, my entry is actually one tick below the POC. So I'm probably gonna be break even on this. I might even just
Identify the POC.
well, you could identify it like this. So if you have a volume profile like this, see, I have the profiles over here. Right, the profile's over here, but I have my developing POC on the chart, so you can see it right there. I got stopped out on that. I'm break even. I might try to go back in. I don't know. That sucks because I've seen like $200 profit out of it after that crazy little whatever that was. There's a Titan setting up right there right now.
Loans are getting stacked.
Hmm.
I said our zones are getting stacked, so it's
Wow.
kind of just not busting right through it.
That Titan won instantly. I went ahead and took that. I went ahead and took it
Yeah, I
because
got that one too.
Delta's all lined up. Everything looks pretty good. Nice job.
I didn't
That
make it
quant
to
was
that
also
one,
lined
but
up too.
I didn't make it to it, but I caught that top. I got my 10, 20 points. I'm up $100 today. I'm not mad at all.
Hey, that's $2,000 on 20 accounts.
Come on now, and I was down about 140
Mm-hmm.
before market began.
Yep.
I ain't been doing nothing but win. I haven't lost a trade the whole session.
Nice. That's what I like to hear. Those are the good days. We're in this buy zone. Let's see if it holds up. Right down here next
Great
to these
job, Clyde.
lows.
Thank you.
In about 9 minutes, we got a 10:50 5-minute candle or a 5-minute time signal. Sorry, that's coming up. 428 point average there on that one
For buys?
for buys. Yeah,
Ooh.
68%. It's the top percentage one that we got. So
I like that. I like
that
that.
should push us up further up towards that high.
I'm watching very closely. We got another Titan setting up
Another
here.
Titan setting up. Man, I'm so yeah, another Titan setting up.
Sure do.
Man, you can see that. Yeah, I was walking by my screen and I looked over and I seen the pattern. I said, "Oh, look like Titan setting up."
Let's see. Our Titan would have us. We'd basically have to break that zone. I would TP here. Oh, we broke the zone. We went lower than it.
She went back down to that whipsaw, didn't she?
Yeah, we're about to
They caught them sellers.
we're about to bounce off the weekly POC. I mean, the weekly VWAP is at 673. Oh, come on. I'm trying to get connected here. Oh, there we go. I'm looking for a flush. This is what I'm watching for closely.
A little buy flush right there.
Mm-hmm. We got a volume zone that I'm eyeballing. It starts at 670. Did we touch 670 yet? No, not yet. 7 points away.
We're really close. That's gonna bounce off of it.
It
Hey,
just
Ken,
did. It just touched it.
It just did. Yeah, it just did. Yeah. Boom.
I just realized something. When you taking the Titan trades on NASDAQ, they're not playing on MNQ.
Just a second. I got to make sure that I'm not in an order. Something happened here. Okay. Just 1 second. We are pushing into that zone.
Yeah, there's a good zone now popping up.
Man, I can't get the freaking trade to go in for some reason. Well, it bounced off that zone I was talking about, and for some reason I can't get my.
There it is.
Yeah. Ooh. One. Okay.
On MNQ, there's like a couple of these trading zones that are popping up, and there's like this sell zone that just stopped that one from going any further.
I hope it stops it. All right, so I need to restart my platform here. Okay, now somebody was asking a question. Go ahead.
No, I was saying that I was looking at your screen and on MNQ compared to NQ. I mean, sometimes the Titans on my computer doesn't seem like they're coming up at the same time. Like they're not mirroring each other between what I'm seeing on your screen and mine. So I don't know if they're
He's trading NASDAQ. And
yeah.
if you on MNQ, it's gonna be different.
Okay. All right. So that makes sense now. Yeah, because I'm like, oh.
Yeah, so that's okay. So yeah, it's just because I'm on NASDAQ and you're on what you call it.
Yeah. MNQ.
And I know they're the same, but they're different, you know.
Yeah, it was throwing me off, man. So I was like,
you're like, wait a minute, what's happening here?
Missing stuff, you know. But I see now. Yeah, thank you for clearing that up for me.
Yeah, no worries.
Could be another one setting up.
I'm waiting on my platform to reopen right now.
Another Titan sale. Look like it's in the mix right now. Well, it didn't make it all the way.
Yeah, that was super close. Yeah, that was super close.
I think this one looks great. If this actually triggers right here, trade this right back.
I would love that.
That'd be.
I'd take that, and I'm done for the day. I'm up 150.
Yeah, you're like, and I'd still take it.
Yeah, I just caught a buy off of that zone you got right there at the bottom.
Yeah,
I killed it, man. I killed it. It went in when it came out, no drawdown.
Okay, so it's my Ninja Trader. My Ninja Trader is frozen. That's what it is. That's why my other platform ain't working. Guess I got to end the task. Let's see. Kill it.
It's so much easier catching these moves in this session versus trading that annoying Asian session, man. Asian session just pisses me off sometimes.
Dude, I feel you. I really feel you. The afternoon just makes me mad.
Man, I love like fooling with Asia.
I'd rather wait on it. And every time I take a trade or I convince myself that I done ran into a good opportunity, it just lets me know that I should have waited.
Yeah,
just a harsh.
Asia sessions, it's a love-hate relationship for sure. I will say that the more you get into order flow, the more you'll enjoy the Asian session, because you'll be able to look at the order flow and identify if it's even worth trading or not, and you may decide not to trade. You may decide not to trade, or you may decide to trade. So let me see here. I'm just trying to see.
Shut up.
I'm in it.
I know you.
I was in that one too.
I know you ain't playing, man.
Yeah,
it hit my target.
I'm about to get out at 98 is where I get my TP. I might just kill it right here though.
Man, go on, kill it, Ken. You killing them. You gonna tear it up.
Bro,
yeah, he's turning.
You gonna break something today. You gonna break the market.
Hey, right. I am dicing it up. There we go. Got my TP. There
My man.
it is.
My man. Showing that it's possible.
Oh, shoot.
Man, that lined up.
Dude, did you guys see how this hit to the freaking TP perfectly? Yep. Holy moly.
Yep.
How did I do that? How did I do that?
You did that.
How'd I know?
You did that. I mess with you.
Yeah, somebody better tell somebody something.
No, that was solid. It lined up with the time signal. It lined up with the quant, and it lined up with CBD all perfectly, just like we had been talking about. That's perfect.
Yeah. And now we still have the 11 o'clock signal coming up too, right?
There's one. There's also at 11:20, really high probability 5-minute signal. That one's really good. So it'll be a little burst after the 11 o'clock.
And we all start buying gold now in anticipation of Fed rate tomorrow. Dollar will be muted or down. Gold will probably be supported. Tomorrow, gold will be at these levels, 300 and above.
Oh wow. Hey, go ahead and start buying it now.
Yeah, go ahead and start buying it right now. Wow.
No, I'm done for the day. Day to wait.
Maybe I got out of this a little early. Holy moly. Look at that.
That was much farther than I expected to.
Me too.
Yeah.
It went up into that zone.
Mm-hmm. Oh shoot, what time is it? Let me see. I got a meeting in a little bit. All right, how's everyone doing today? You guys, everybody winning?
I'm down, but I'm coming back. But that's because of last night.
So you're climbing back from last night?
Yeah, I traded. I'm like Clyde. I got in that Asia and got my butt kicked. So I'm down a couple of $100. I mean, I ain't blow my account, but I'm gonna dig my way out. And I just got to get comfortable using. I started using Tradeovate,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm not my comfortability level is not the greatest on it. So I hopped back over to TradingView today, and so I'm just taking it slow.
Yeah. Makes sense.
I mean, that's the technical part, making sure I'm clicking the right thing and setting stop loss.
Yeah.
Yep. So that's where I'm at. But yeah, no, this is good education, helping me get my emotions in check.
Yeah. That's the thing, is not every single day is gonna be a walk in the park. You know what I mean? And it's good to know that, and that's why I don't get too impressed when I see people share a 100% win rate statement. I don't think that's I mean, I love it for you. Don't get me wrong. I love to see you winning, and I love to see that you had an easy day, because I know that 100% win rate days are awesome. But it's not that impressive, because how do you deal with your losers? You know what I mean? Like you're always going to have losing trades. So it's what you're doing right now is great. It's great practice, because you're in there. You're in there, you're doing what you got to do. You've got wins, you've got losses.
Glad to be
Definitely. Yeah, I mean, that makes sense. I mean, I'm learning to celebrate the losses just like I do the wins, and then hey, let me just back away from the chart, go do something else, get on the treadmill,
Yeah.
come back, maybe go watch a few videos in the back office, and and then go from there.
Well, you just wait. I'm about to have a lot of new videos. I'm working on an entire order flow. Really excited for it too. I'm working on an order flow course, as you guys know. So a lot of what I'm talking about in here is going to be simplified.
Yeah, I like what you said earlier. Sometimes just sitting back watching this stuff play out.
Yeah.
It helps boost and build your confidence and everything. So.
When it's actually easier to learn from when you're watching and not participating.
And I got to learn how to sit on my hands, man. I'll be clicking that button, because I'll be get that itchy trigger finger too.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, it happens to everybody for sure.
And that's when I start, man, thinking I'm clicking buy, and I'm clicking sell. Like, damn, what did I do?
That sounds just like me, man. Just wanted to say that.
Yeah, put the take profit where the stop loss go, and put the stop loss where the take profit go. Because you're just anxious.
Panicking. Yeah, you're.
That FOMO, what they call it, fear of missing out. So.
Yep.
No, but I get there.
Well, and you know what? The more you do this, the more you'll realize you're never missing out on anything. You never ever missing out on anything. You just take it one step at a time, and that's the thing is, see, people they get worried about missing out, but when you have enough composure to sit and watch and wait, most of the time, if you'll watch instead of participating, like when you get that feeling that you're about to miss out, most likely what you're observing is a trap being set. And that's how this market works is traps, right? And so the more you observe the market, the more you're going to actually you're actually going to anticipate things to happen instead of just simply reacting to them. So, a lot of times when I'm getting ready to take a trade, I've been watching and waiting for a long time. I've been waiting for a long time for that trade before taking it. Sometimes over an hour, we'll sit here and wait for a long time before we even take a trade. Or we'll see it coming up. Like we got this big zone right here. We'll be sitting there watching and waiting, and and that way you're not reacting to the market. You're anticipating something and then you're executing on purpose.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. This morning, I missed that around, around that open when y'all caught that Titan trade, man. Yeah, I was like, dang, and it's like, oh man, I missed it, but then my eyes wasn't looking. I'm realizing that you got to train your eyes on what to see on these charts too.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because some stuff it was staring me right there in the face, but I just didn't see it.
Yep.
Yeah, yeah. Because I'm looking. I've got looking everywhere, looking elsewhere. So I guess it's kind of like I kind of look at it like this. I didn't learn how to read music when I used to play. And when I used to play an instrument, I didn't learn how to read music overnight, so I can't expect to learn this. I had to practice. I had to get in there, learn some scales, take it one note at a time, and apply myself to getting the skills, so that I would get better at it over time. So I'm approaching it and with that same mind frame, and just trying to take some of the pressure off myself to do at the same time.
Yeah.
Yeah, and we all want to get to the money, right? But I think there's going to be value in learning from the mistakes that I'm making. And,
there's definitely going to be.
Yeah.
Just enjoy the process, man. I know everybody says that, but it is the truth that you enjoy the process.
Yeah.
And you know what they always say. Hold on, let me type this in and I'll tell you what they say. Okay. So you know what they say is time flies when you're having fun, and it's the truth. That's why I keep telling everybody. See, everybody wants to be in a hurry and go and move fast and get through this quickly. But if you'll just if you'll slow down and just focus on enjoying what we're doing each day, the art and the act of trading and learning and being a community, try to be helpful, get engaged, be part of this team and have some fun with me and the other people in here. Time flies when you're having fun, and you guys all know exactly what I'm talking about. You're doing something, you're enjoying it, you're having fun, you're like, whoa, look at that, it's been hours, where did the time go? Well, everybody's in a hurry for this stuff to get done, and it seems like it's taking forever. Well, that's probably because you're not really enjoying the process. You're stressed out, you're trying to hurry, you're blowing accounts, it's not fun, so of course it's going to drag on forever and ever and ever. But you start having fun with it and be a little more general and just say, hey, I got my strategy. Remember, it's your job is not to make money. That's the strategy's job. You as a trader, you need to disconnect yourself and stop saying I need to become a good trader. You don't need to become a good trader. You need to become good at pressing buttons, and you need to become good at executing the same strategy over and over, and a self-awareness. That's what you need to become good at. The strategy is what's profitable. You need to become good at executing your strategy. You're not going to become a good trader. You're going to become good at executing your strategy. So the sooner that you realize that, the sooner it's going to be a lot easier for you. You're going to realize, oh, okay, now I see why it seems so effortless. Because I'm no different than nobody else here. Not better, nothing. I just know where my edge is, and I'm confident, and I execute the same way every time. And what's at the forefront of my mind is risk. My risk management is, and y'all hear me say it all the time. When I'm getting ready to take a trade, The only question I have is how much risk is associated. If you guys ask me, what do you think about this trade, or how is this trade looking? We can check everything quickly and say, okay, yeah, everything lines up. Delta's in line, trend is in line, multiple time frames are in line. Everything looks really good. But if the trade carries a large risk, I don't care if I've got 35 things lined up. It's not a good trade because I could either win it or lose it. The best trade is always a low risk trade. It's your job to identify those and spring on them without fear and without any objection. You just go in. When you see a low risk trade, or true low risk trade is always the best trade. So, it's just how it works.
Makes sense. Yeah,
definitely. Well, guys, these are my results. So 2 sets of accounts. I don't like to say it like this, but I made a lot of money today. These are all copied on all my accounts. So this is not typical everyday results for me, especially on 2 accounts. We're talking about 2.5 hours of work. I've been on here since, a little bit since open. So let's call it 3 hours of work today. This is a great paycheck for anybody if this was just one account, but these are all this account is copied to 20 accounts and this account is copied to 20 accounts. Unfortunately, these are evaluation accounts. This is a set of 20 evaluation accounts I'm working on. So this is fake money essentially. This is me working on the evaluation. But the evaluations are done now, so they're passed.
What size did you get, Ken?
Huh?
What size accounts did you get?
These were all 50K accounts. So,
okay, then.
And I haven't traded that set of accounts for 3 days. This is the first time I traded these sets of accounts since last week. So, I'm so excited that I don't have to switch between between that and that, because I was like, I was having a hard time with it. Like I said, I'm a creature of habit. I like to have routine when it comes to my trading, and I was trying to decide, what should I trade first? Should I trade my performance accounts first? Should I just knock out the evaluation? So what I was doing was I was trading my performance accounts first and trying to get them the good, because that's real money. So I was trying to get the good trades out. And then once I was satisfied with my results there, then I was switching over to the evaluations, and I didn't like doing that. I almost felt like I was kind of like double dipping or something. And so, yeah, but these are all. I actually went $600 over the required profit target on all of these. So I beat the evaluation plus a lot.
And you got them for $6.
Yeah. How perfect is that? I'm about to go pay for all of those as soon as I get the email.
You about to do this for 60 for $120, man. $125.
Yeah, couldn't ask for a better timing on that. And I didn't run. I actually didn't think I was going to participate in the deal, because I wasn't expecting that I was going to pass these accounts by then, and I just wasn't. I didn't care to rush, but yeah. So why this was possible right here today on this specific account, if you notice, is 100% win rate. Right? I had 100% win rate on this, so I took no losses on my evaluation account. I did take some losses on my performance accounts, but I still made money on them, so it was fine. But yeah, so today with these evaluations, maybe I was just lucky. Maybe I was just lucky. I took no losses on this one, and passed them. So, but yeah, either way, this is on 20 accounts. This is whatever, passed all the evaluations. So it's official. 40 Apex accounts.
Man, I'm so up to there like,
It's
wow.
crazy, Ken.
Mm-hmm.
Man, I love it.
Congratulations, though. Those
Thank
are
you.
goals.
Thank you.
Congrats.
Yeah, very exciting. Now I just got to hook them all together and make sure that that works flawlessly. I'm going to definitely be testing that on MNQ to start it out. But
you can have 40 of these.
What'd you say?
You can have 40 accounts.
Well, I don't want to get too much into the specifics here in a public call, but there's,
Yeah,
we'll
right
just,
on.
we'll just leave it at that. I'll put it this way. Apex will allow you to get 20 accounts. They'll also allow a business, if you have a business, you can have 20 accounts under a business.
Gotcha.
Things like that. So
Right on.
But we're not
Way
going
to
to
go.
stop.
That's
We're not going to
excellent.
stop here, guys. Why would we stop there when they have Top Step, funded trader this, funded trader that? There's a lot of options, and I got nothing but time, so I'm going to be sitting here trading anyways. Why not have 100 accounts?
That's the max your opportunity.
If it's easy, you know what I mean? If it's easy enough, then yeah, do 100 of them. Look at that. Titan just set up in one. Things just keep popping off all morning. Well, I'm out of here. You guys, I will see you in the morning. Remember, tomorrow, be ready because the market is not going to be normal. There's a lot of attention on the federal funds rate. Now, that is tomorrow at 2 p.m. So remember the typical scenario here. When you have a funds rate for the dollar, it's expected to lower, right? Is it lowering? Let me see. Okay, expected to go lower. When a rate goes lower, the reaction in a typical scenario for that dollar, right, for this dollar in this case, is muted or bearish. It's a muted or bearish reaction. And so there's a inverse correlation between the dollar and NASDAQ. Typically, when the dollar is down, NASDAQ is up. Now, there's a reason that also leads into that, and it's risk on, risk off. So during an event like this, the dollar is considered a safe haven. Gold is a safe haven. JPY is a safe haven. Swiss franc is a safe haven. But because there's news for the dollar may not be viewed as a safe haven because of the unexpected nature of an interest rate and what might happen. So I expect that there will be outflow, money flowing out of the dollar into safer assets. And I'm expecting gold is going to be the primary one. So if the dollar goes, let me just put two scenarios out there. Again, in a normal situation, the dollar would be muted or bearish when an interest rate is lowered or kept the same. I know things are different right now because there's a lot of attention on rates and people are wanting, it's weird. It's almost like people are viewing decreased interest rates as a bullish indicator, right? So I just don't know exactly what to expect, but look for this scenario. If the dollar is moving down, you could expect that NASDAQ may be moving up, and you may also expect that gold may be moving up. So we've got a lot of options. Just be aware and look for this stuff in advance. Most likely there's going to be really good opportunities leading up to the event so that we don't have to mess with the event. We can do what we do every time. And the last event, if any of you remember the last event, we made a bunch of money on the day of the event. We traded in the morning and we traded the pre-positioning, right? Which is just the leading up to it. It wasn't super volatile. Sometimes it's like that, right? Either the market is going to be pricing the event in, which we have expectations for, and you have plenty of time between now and tomorrow. Come up with a plan, do some research, ask ChatGPT, how should I handle tomorrow's interest rate, right? Do some research and get a good plan for what you want to look for ahead of the event. Okay, now I'm going to say this. You could trade the event last year, or last, I guess it was No, it wasn't last year. It was. We're almost to the end of this year. So the last event that we had with the interest rate, we actually took a trade on the interest rate decision and we won that. But it was because it was so crystal clear, the positioning, everything that had happened, the expectation, how everything was positioned. It was straight up like the most clear and obvious buy on NASDAQ that we could have ever seen. And so, and it was a one-way move. We bought in advance, had our stop in place, and we just let the event come by, and boom, instantly a couple hundred points. So so there will be some opportunity tomorrow for the people that are prepared. If you're not prepared, don't show up late and try to scramble to get ready, because this is one of those types of events where if you're not prepared and ready, it's going to be volatile. You're going to lose your account if you don't show up prepared tomorrow. So so just be prepared, do the right thing, ask questions, and yeah, I'll see you guys tomorrow. Everybody enjoy the rest of your day.
I can't take care.
All right, you
Thanks,
too.
see you later, Ken.
Bye bye, guys.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thanks a lot.